let's take a little look behind the scenes at what I'm using today. So we have got the Neewer CB200C with a snoot on it, and that will be using or creating my spotlight effect in the background. I've also got a whole heap of candles. These are all just digital or electronic candles. They're not real candles. Now down here I have the Neewer TL60 light tube that's going to be lighting up part of my backdrop. I also have a LumeCube mini stick on this side, providing some light and colour behind. I have more candles, more candles. I also have another light cube down there which will be providing some light and colour, and I have the Neewer TL90 light wand behind here as well, so it's going to look pretty amazing when it's all lit up. I also have an Edison bulb which isn't plugged in at the moment, which is going to be providing some light over the top. And then finally I have the Neewer CB300C with a softbox on. This is, I think, an 85 centimeter softbox, which has also got a grid and some double diffusion on it. So that is going to be our lighting for today's shoot. Hey there, and welcome back to the channel for another behind the scenes. So this is the vintage Carnival. I was joined again today by the incredibly talented Jolie from Jolie's Makeup Artistry and model Emily Reinhard, who I'm sure you have seen in lots of other videos. So it was great to welcome her back to the studio. As you saw that little bit about what I was using behind the scenes, so I had some fabulous LED RGB lights by Neewer, and it was amazing to run them through their paces. So this is just a transformation from Jolie to transform Em into this incredible sort of vintage carnival, sort of part jester, part clown, part acrobat. And we were just playing around with just some different props and looking at things. I had the Telesin mini fogger out to create all of this smoke, which is just a wonderful product as well. So we were using the different lights on different colors. We had red, blues, greens, purples, cyans. Being able to access the app was absolutely brilliant to just quickly change colors as we needed to. And we were playing with different props. So we had that gold ball and this frame, which was just loads of fun. I love getting Em just sort of like crawl through these and use them to make some fabulous shots. It's loads of fun to have some more unusual props to work with. Back in again with my little mini fogger. So using the mini fogger with these LED lights just creates some amazing atmosphere. And as you can see here, I'm just changing the color of the lights, changing the color of not just the light ones in the background, but also the other lights that we had as well. So the CB200 and 300, you could change the colors of those too. Being able to access all these lights from an app is amazing. I then got this is just a really cheap light covering, and I put a light inside. This is actually the iris that I used from Hobo Light or Harlow, and it just creates some amazing diffused light through this sort of opaque ball, I guess. And you can see the little Telesin mini fogger on the floor there. So that also has a remote. So I could just shoot and press that without having to get down on the floor. I brought one of the loom sticks to the front and I was helping light the scenes from there as well. So we just had Emily on the floor, just sort of moving around, doing some stuff. I then got her to stand up, but I forgot to move the camera. So I have chopped her head off a little bit. So sorry about that. And I got out my old violin. I love bringing the violin in for some of these shots. It's just an incredible prop to play with. So we don't necessarily hold it right or use it right. So don't condemn us for how we do that, because we don't know how to play the violin, but it just looks so good in the images. I then got the little LumeCubes out and Emily was holding them and moving them around and having a bit of fun playing with those. Back to changing the colour of the lights again. So being able to quickly and easily either slide the colour up and down or use the app was fabulous. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm just going to share with you a few more of the photos, and that's pretty much it.
Come dance beneath the circus skies, where the lost and lonely lullabies weave tales of joy and haunting cries in this vintage carnival where silence never dies. Waltzing through the aisles of dust, where memories hang like threads, clowns with tear-stained faces spinning tales of the dead. This merry-go-round of heartache, it spins without an end, each note a haunting mantra, where the shadows linger, friend. Come dance beneath the circus skies, where the lost and lonely lullabies weave tales of joy and haunting cries in this vintage carnival where silence never dies. So take my hand, dear wanderer, don't fear what lies within, for every fleeting moment here reveals the world's dark spin. Together we shall wander through memories alive.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and give us a thumbs up. You can always check out more behind the scenes on my behind the scenes playlist. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on YouTube. Bye.
In the heart of this misfortune, we find solace in the air. Come dance beneath the circus skies, where the lost and lonely lullabies weave tales of joy and haunting cries in this vintage carnival where silence never dies.